नमस्कार. आयच्या डिबेटात तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. आनी विशय आसा तो मुख्यमंत्र्यांची साठी जाली आनीक मुख्यमंत्री जावनूय तांकां तो बरोच काळ जालो आनी इलेक्शनाच्या वर्सा भितर मुख्यमंत्री कोण, तांची परफॉर्मन्स कितें आनी तांच्या कार्या बद्दल लोकां मदीं परसेप्शन कितें आसा, ह्यो गजाली खूब म्हत्वाच्यो थारतात. सो हें ओकेजन घेवन आयची जे डिबेट आसा तें लक्ष्मीकांत पार्सेकराची मुख्यमंत्री जाले उपरांतची कामगिरी आनी ताजेर वेगवेगळे घटक वेगवेगळे पक्ष कितें म्हणटात, धरून तांचो स्वताचो पक्ष, हाजेर आमी चर्चा करतले. चार मनीस आसा म्हजे बरोबर. पयलीं आसात ते म्हळ्यार काँग्रेसीचे म्हणयारे राजन बाब डिमेलो, स्वागत तुमचें. दुसरे आसात ते म्हजे बरोबर भाजपाचे फुडारी आनी आमदार सिद्धार्थ कुंकळकार, स्वागत. तिसरे आसात म्हजे बरोबर पणजेकार आनी तांकां भाजपाक तांणी खूब लागींसावन पळयला ते संतोष बाब केकरे, स्वागत. आनी चवथे आसात म्हजे बरोबर पक्ष आमदार परवरेचे रोहन खंवटे. रोहन, आय विल स्टार्ट विथ यू, कारण तुका दोन्ही गजाली आहात. तुवें हाफ ऑफ द टेन्युअर तुवें ह्या सरकाराक सपोर्ट केलो आनीक हाफ ऑफ द टेन्युअर तुवें ह्या सरकाराक सपोर्ट केलो ना असं सांगलें. हाव इज युअर एनालिसिस ऑफ लक्ष्मीकांत पार्सेकर्स परफॉर्मन्स पोस्ट मनोहर?
नाही, फर्स्ट आय वुड लायक टू क्लियर दॅट तुवें काढलं टॉपिकूय बरो काढला.
संपलो काढला न्ही.
2012 अपक्ष म्हणून निवडून आयलो.
हय.
खंयची कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सी which needs development or which you need as a MLA, you need to see the overall development of your constituency and your constituents. That has to be the major focus. When it was asked whether we will be what we will be doing, we had a lot of expectations from this Parivartan government की त्या काँग्रेसीन इतले जे इश्यूज केल्ले तयार, these people gave a promise that they would do it. ताज्या प्रमाणे वी ऑल्सो वेंट विथ वन ती फेथ की हे जातली कामां, स्कॅम्स विल बी आयडेंटिफायड, जे काँग्रेसीन कितें रॉंग केलं ते करेक्शन जातले, सर्वसामान्य मनशांक कितें त्रास जाल्ले ते भायर सरतले, मायनिंग स्कॅम, वेरियस थिंग्स वर आयडेंटिफायड. बट एज द डेज पास्ड बाय, you realize that these particular things were not happening. The promises were becoming U-turns and there were false promises or false assurances given even in the floor of the house. So जेन्ना हे जावंक लागले, इट वॉज अ कन्सेन्सस डिसिजन और कॉन्शियस डिसिजन टू से की बाबा इनफ इज इनफ. कित्याक जेन्ना 2 वर्सां सपोर्ट सुद्दां केला तेन्ना सुद्दां रॉंग जाल्यार रॉंग म्हणून तेन्नाय फ्लोरार सांगला, भायरूय उलयल्या. बट देन इट बिकेम मोर वोकल आफ्टर दॅट बिकॉज वी रियलाइज दीस गव्हर्मेंट इज रिपीटिंग वॉट काँग्रेस गव्हर्मेंट डीड. आणि भूमिका व्हेरी क्लियरली वॉज आयडेंटिफायड एज वी आर गोईंग इन टू ऑपोजिशन टू फाइंड अँड सी वॉट गव्हर्मेंट वे इट इज गोईंग रॉंग. As far as my support was concerned, my support was extended. I had given a letter to the governor citing Manohar Parrikar BJP government. That value of that letter was not to say ki baba रावलो काडपा जाय कितें करपा जाय. There have been people across the Congress tables like Trojan who has been talking on this. But I feel the people with integrity should talk on these lines. People who have jumped parties, people who have come from various sectors and not knowing realities of what the role of a MLA should be, shouldn't talk on this. सो जे कितें आसा आमची भूमिका क्लियर आसा, आमच्या लोकांची भूमिका क्लियर आसा. आय हॅव बीन व्हेरी क्लियर, आय हॅव बीन वोकल ऑन दीस सब्जेक्ट्स अँड इट इज माय पार्ट टू प्ले एज अ MLA टू टेक केअर ऑफ माय पीपल अँड द इश्यू ऑफ द स्टेट्स.
So you are making it clear that right now you are not supporting Lakshmikant Parsekar government.
It was never there. Even when Mr. Manohar Parrikar was there, that time also opposition had started. It was not that it was the question of letter, no letter, ही भुरगेपणा पळय पेटी माइंडनेस आसता पळय ते लोक उलयतले, म्हाका फरक पडना. पूण इश्यू इज वॉट जी भूमिका आमी घेतल्या आनी जी भूमिका आमी फुडें वतात तातूंत वी आर क्लियर दॅट वी वील ओपन द लूप्स, आयडेंटिफाय द स्कॅम्स, वॉट एवर इश्यूज द गव्हर्मेंट इज गोईंग रॉंग, द रॉंग डुईंग्स वील बी आयडेंटिफायड.
ओके. संतोष बाब, तुम्ही कशी पळयतात? रोहनाची क्लियर आहा की आफ्टर दॅट वन्स दे रियलाइज, वन्स दे गॉट अ रियलिटी चेक इन हिज वर्ड्स की तांणी डिसायड केलें की आतां सपोर्ट करून फायदो ना, आनी ही स्टील होल्ड्स दॅट फिलींग पार्सेकराच्या इतले टेन्युअरा उपरांत सुद्दां. तुम्ही कशी पळयतात मुख्यमंत्र्यांकडेन आणि तांची कारकिर्दी बद्दल?
I have been very carefully watching the chief minister. I have a lot of interest in watching the politicians. And Taji rise from the day he started and till today, gaining in confidence. Disan disto shikta. He's getting more and more knowledgeable and powerful. In fact, Goa Chamber of Commerce and Industry ताणे भाषण दिल्लें 3 दीस पयलीं without a single paper, extempore भाषण. That confidence he has got to address 300 industries. Development इतलो केला सगळ्या दोळ्या समोर आसा. He's taken all the party cadre and ministers, MLA with him. Exceptions सोडा तुम्ही. So in my view, today he has become the tallest leader of Bahujan Samaj in Goa by miles. त्याच्या नंतरचो तुमकां दिश्टी पडत ना. I think he has done extremely well.
And you are saying he is the fit person to lead the party in election?
Absolutely, and I'm very sure that the electorate will give him 5 years clear mandate.
Okay, right. Rajan Bab, he is saying he has gained in confidence, performance asa, आणि खंय तरी एक बहुजन समाजाचा टॉलेस्ट लिडर म्हणून ताणें आपली एक स्वताची इमेज तयार केली. हाऊ मच यू एग्री, हाऊ मच यू डिसएग्री?
See, the confidence that Kekri Bab talks about, when you are telling all lies and you don't have to give results, because they have been very confident in promising the whole world to us. History has shown that. The ex-chief minister has told blatant lies. I will agree to some extent to him that this fellow's lies a little less. You see, the question of having confidence in speaking to 300 intelligent ex-tempore is all the more giving an impression he's talking anything there. Because we will see when the delivery comes. Delivery-wise, the performance of this government is very poor. It has not kept up to any of its poll promises. That fellow went with all his U-turns, that he has left a big burden on his head also to clear all the muck. There is no doubt about that. The other day he made a statement that Parsekar should lead the coming 2017 election, ex-defense minister. That statement gives you two things. One is, he does just the opposite. Because the disturbance that is going on in the BJP is manured by him. Otherwise, nobody would have the guts in a so-called disciplined party to act in the most undisciplined manner. Second thing would be, he has believed and he knows that the RSS unit of Goa, who has been abusing him and cursing him, has managed to block his entry coming to Goa. Okay? Coming to Bab Rohan's point about his support, not support, all that. His feelings, your feelings don't work. Government works on paper. When you gave the support, you gave it to a leader elected by the BJP legislature. The next one that comes is also BJP legislature. Nobody else has given letters.
So your point is he should have formally withdrawn it.
100%.
Okay. Siddharth दोन, you are very important in this entire equation. कारण मनोहर पर्रीकार दिल्ली गेले, मागीर तूं आमदार जालो आणि ताजे उपरांत आमदार म्हणून तुजी कारकीर्द सुरू जाली, जशी लक्ष्मीकांत वार्सेकराची मुख्यमंत्री म्हणून कारकीर्द सुरू जाली. Interestingly, you have worked with both the chief minister. You have worked very closely with Manohar Parrikar. You worked very closely with Parsekar. What is your analysis of last 1.5 years?
पहिले म्हणजे सगळे समेस्त गोंयकारांक ईदाच्यो परबी. आयज आमी जो टॉपिक डिस्कस करता, व्हेरी वॅलीड टॉपिक, इट्स अ व्हेरी नायसली सिलेक्टेड टॉपिक. आनी म्हाका दिसता एक सामान्य मनीस, एक सामान्य कार्यकर्तो, ही वर्क्स हार्ड and becomes a chief minister of a state, definitely has to be commended. And amcho Parsekar sir म्हाका दिसता has come out in a from a very humble beginning, from a agriculturist background. That is very important. एक संवेदनशील व्यक्तिमत्व जे जाणून घेता आणि लिडराचे, हांव लिडर एक मानता, लिडरामध्ये एक क्वालिटी आसपाक जाय की एक आयकुपाक जाय सगळ्यांचे विथ पेशन्स, आणि दुसरी म्हणटा ती डिसिजन घेवपाची ताकद, डिसिजन घेवपाची कॅपॅसिटी. म्हाका दिसता डेफिनेटली ह्यो तिनूय गोष्टी, एक म्हणजे संवेदनशीलता, सामान्य मनशाची एक व्यथा आयकून घेवन ताजेर एक्ट करपाची, ताजेर डिसिजन घेवपाची ताकद ह्या पार्सेकर सरा मदीं आसा. आनी डेफिनेटली ही हॅज परफॉर्म. तुमी जर असेंब्ली जर पळयत जाल्यार ही हॅज स्लोली पिक्ड अप. अँड सी, इट इज नॉट दॅट ही वॉज मेंटर्ड टू बी द चीफ मिनिस्टर. ही वॉज, इट हॅपन इतले बेगीन तें जालें, सगळें घडून आयलें की नरेंद्र मोदीजीन आमच्या पयलींच्या मुख्यमंत्र्याक मनोहरजी पर्रीकर तांकां सिलेक्ट करून दिल्लीक आफोवन व्हेलें टू लीड कंट्री इन द फील्ड ऑफ डिफेन्स. सेनापती आमचो जालो भारताचो. एक अभिमानास्पद गोष्ट आसतली. अनफॉर्च्युनेटली देर आर सम पार्टीज हू डोंट हू ट्राय टू पुट अदर्स डावन. तांचे ते संवय आसता ती करूंक, तांची संवय प्रमाणे ते करतले, तांचे पार्टीच्या आयडियोलॉजी प्रमाणे ते करतले. इनफॅक्ट आयज दिग्विजय सिंगाची न्यूज येताली दॅट ही वॉज विथ दॅट एंटी इंडिया पर्सन. ही शूड फर्स्ट delve into his background and then talk about others, the lies that they are spreading. Anyway, when I come to the performance of this person, he has improved subsequently in every assemblies, and now he is leading from the front. That is what is required of a leader.
तू एक गजाल सांगता की आता तांकां फर्म ग्रीप आयल्या.
Definitely, he has learnt it. He has learnt it very hard. Now his rise in the politics has been a meteoric rise.
एक 300 मतां पडिल्लो मनीस स्लोली लोकां मदीं वता, लोकांचे कॉन्फिडन्स गेन करता, 3 टर्म जिखून येता आनी मंत्री जावन मुख्यमंत्री जाता. एक नॅशनल पक्षाचो गोंय राज्याचो मुख्यमंत्री. Definitely it goes to show the caliber of the person. And Parsekar sir has got all the qualities to be a good leader.
But you have dealt with both the chief ministers. Now let's come to the difference between first half of Manohar Parrikar tenure and now second half of Lakshmikant Parsekar tenure. एक आमदार म्हणून कारण काम घेऊन तुमका सरकारा बरोबर डील करचेच पडटा. What difference you have found between both of them?
I would say each one has his own style of functioning. You cannot make each one perform like the other fellow. Manohar Parrikar had a different way of working. Parsekar has a different way of working. सध्याचो CM जो आसा, when he took, Rajan Bab म्हणटा असो, with a baggage, for us it is immaterial, for the state is immaterial. Governance is a continuous process. So CM कोणी आयलो, performance has to be for the promises they have made in 2012. So you are talking about comparing chief ministers. Today we are comparing 2012 and ताजे पयलींचे कित्याक जे promises दिल्ले, it is a part of the government and the chief minister concerned to do it. आज करप्शन कशें वाडलां दिश्टी पडटा, करप्शन खंय आयलां तेंय दिश्टी पडटा. It is basically corruption has got institutionalized today. I can say that today. But when all these things are happening, they were promises made after Congress did mistakes. So we expected BJP to perform.
So तुम्ही म्हणतात की you want 2012 to be the marker. Not when Parsekar took over.
It cannot be. At the Parsekar you can say he's handling it day to day administration now. He's handled it quite well than what we had expected him to handle.
That you are giving it to.
Of course, की मनोहर पर्रीकर कडल्यान ताणे जेन्ना घेतल्या हातान, there were definitely doubts, lot of things were there. But they doubts, we are not saying he's performed 100%, but what we were expecting him to perform, that level definitely is better than that. At the same time, performance is one key aspect which you are looking at. I'm looking at government's performance which has not been up to the mark, which also includes 11 more ministers, which includes the other bureaucracy and the way of functioning. सर्वसामान्य मनशांक कितें जाला त्रास कशे जाता, एकूच बरें केला सरकारान ते डोल्स दिवपाचे. लोकांक पॉवर्टी लायन अशी तयार करून उडयल्या, टॅक्स वाडयल्या, व्हेजिटेबल्स कमोडिटीज वाडले. थंय सरकार
दुसरो कोणी पावर आयलो म्हणटा डोल्स बंद करपाची भाशा उलयना.
प्रश्न डोल्साचो ना. हांव सोबत एक मिनिट. प्रश्न डोल्साचो दिवपाचो ना. डोल्स दिले, लोकांक खंय पावले, बरी गोष्ट. पूण जे प्रॉमिसीस दिल्ले, स्पेशल स्टेटस सांगलो, असो फुगो तयार केलो, मोदीच्या इलेक्शना वेळार असो फुगो तयार केलो की हम आएंगे, आप सपोर्ट करो, हम आएंगे तो स्पेशल स्टेटस दे दिया म्हणून. आमी अजून पळयता स्पेशल स्टेटस खंय गेला काय म्हणून. देन दिस थिंग केम, इट इज कितें मिराज. दॅट स्पेशल स्टेटस इज अ मिराज वॉज टोल्ड बाय दिस CM. So there are things which you need to discuss, and when we as opposition talk, we are the interest in the state.
एक गजाल तांगेलो म्हाका जनरल तो मूड दिसता पळय, दॅट इज एज फार एज द वेलफेअर मेजर्स आर कन्सर्न.
म्हाका दिसता आमी 2012 आमी लोकां फुडें मुद्दे घेवन गेल्ले आनी तो मॅनिफेस्टोचे आमच्या सरकारान, भारतीय जनता पक्षाच्या सरकारान मॅनिफेस्टोचे जवळ जवळ सगळे मुद्दे घडोवन हाडल्या, ऑर इन द पायपलायन. आय कॅन कॉन्फिडंटली से दॅट. आमी लोकां फुडें गेल्या, लोकांनी आमकां मतदान केलां, लोकांनी आमकां हे इतले व्हडले मताधिक्य दिलां आनी लोकांच्यो अपेक्षा आशिल्ल्यो त्यो डेफिनेटली आमी सामान्य मनशाच्यो अपेक्षा
म्हाका रोहनाचो पॉयंट दिसतो एक की वेलफेअर मेजर्स जर धरल्यो, वेलफेअर मेजर्स when it comes to policy decisions, major policy decisions, थंय तुम्ही फाटी पडल्यात
ना. आमी सगळे इश्यूज घेतले हातान. आमी वेलफेअर मेजर्स जे प्रॉमिस केल्ले, गृह आधार आसूं, लाडली लक्ष्मी आसूं, मागीर आमच्यो कला सन्मान आसूं, हे सगळे आमी गोष्टी करून दिल्या.
पॉलिसी डिसिजन्स.
ही टॉक्स अबाउट 2012 प्रॉमिसेस एंड हाऊ द गव्हर्नमेंट हॅज फेल्ड. लेट मी काउंटर हिम
ओके
विथ फॅक्ट्स. आमी KTCचे पास प्रॉमिस केल्ले आमी केल्या. शिक्षण पॉलिसी आमी प्रॉमिस केल्ले, वी हॅव सेटल्ड इट. बाकीचे आमचे रिजनल प्लॅन आमी हातान घेतला. रिजनल प्लॅन आमी खंयच्याय गोष्टीक हात घालतना आमी फाटी ओळून पळोवना. आमी वी हॅव टॅकल्ड इट हेड ऑन. आमचे गव्हर्नमेंटाचें हें वैशिश्ट्य. इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चराचेर पळयलें जाल्यार चौफेर इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चराचो प्रोसेस चालू आसा. मांडवी ब्रिज तुमी घेया, जुवारी ब्रिजेचें काम चालू जालां, काळजीबाग तळपण काम चालू जालां, सगळे हायवे एक्सपान्शन्स काम चालू जालां. 2012 आमी आयले, हायवे सगळे क्लीन करपाचे आमी हातान घेतले. आनी तुमी जर पळयत जाल्यार गोंय राज्य एकमेव राज्य आसतलें जे हायवे क्लीन दवरता. काँग्रेस पार्टी जर पळयलें श्रीराम सेनेचे हेडक्वॉर्टर्स बेळगांव कोणाचे? बेळगांव काँग्रेस पार्टी गट्स असेल तांणी बंद करून दाखोवची. आमी बंद करून दाखयले हांगा धार्मीक सलोखा राखपाक. ते फक्त उलयत उरले.
ओके
आणि हाज्या फुडें आमी गार्बेजीचे प्रश्न टॅकल करता आमी सांगिल्लो. आमी सक्सेसफुली 30 मेक पयर आमी स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट गार्बेज प्लांट करून दाखयलो. ज्या सामान्य मनशाचे तकलेन गार्बेज प्लांट म्हणजे एक सोंचोडो आशिल्लो जो तांणी करून दवरिल्लो हांगा आनी अजून आसा, जाची घाण रस्त्यार कुत्रे प्लास्टीक घाण सगळी अशें जे एक पिक्चर तयार केल्लें ते आमी नश्ट करून उडयलें.
ओके quickly then I go to Santosh.
I will only make it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
They have found ways and means to make party funds for the party,
म्हाका दिसता
whether through
खंय तरी-
infrastructure,
खंय
whether
तरी-
through beach cleaning scams, whether highway cleaning,
नाही,
which is
नाही,
another
नाही.
scam in the coming.
खंय तरी
No,
म्हाका दिसता
सुबेदार
एक कामीण जाता पळय तेन्ना
कझिनो
सगळे
शिफ्ट
येल्लो
करपाक
दिसता.
लायले, कझिनो
कामीण-
शिफ्ट जायना,
नाही, नाही. कामीण जाता
IPB
पळय.
आयलो,
एकच मिनिट,
regional
एकच
plan
मिनिट.
आयलो.
हांगा कामीण जाता पळय
corruption
मनशाक
वाडलें.
ते सगळे मनशाक सगळे
Okay,
जोडले
सिद्धार्थ, एक मिनिट. I will take Sanjay on this. When in a very neutral perspective, म्हाका एकच सांगात, रोहनाचो इश्यू तो आसा. As far as welfare measures are concerned, the track record of this government is very good. जे तांणी प्रॉमिस केल्लें त्यो स्किम्स तांणी इम्प्लिमेंट केल्यात. As far as infrastructure is concerned, compared to the previous regime, it is very good. There are no doubts about that. The point comes of major policy decisions. ते मागीर कसिनो जावं किंवा रिजनल प्लॅन जावं. आतां जालें इलेक्शन लागीं पावपा आयलें तरी रिजनल प्लॅन केन्ना भायर सरतलो खबर ना. कसिनोचेर तर वाद तुगेलो चालूच उरता. अशी एक मेजर पॉलिसी डिसिजन्स जी आशिल्ली विच वॉज एक्सपेक्टेड ऑफ दीस गव्हर्मेंट बिकॉज ऑफ द मॅन्डेट दे वेर गिवन, त्यो गजाली इतलो लेट जालो तरी करप शक्य जालें ना. दॅट इज वन्स पॉयंट. यू एग्री विथ दॅट देर आर प्लस पॉयंट्स एंड देर आर मायनस पॉयंट्स. आणि हे दोन प्लस पॉयंट जाता आणि हो एक मायनस पॉयंट जाता.
But in my estimate, I'm an accountant.
हय
85% of the promises which the government had made in the manifesto have been fulfilled. More than 85%. Passing is just 60 or 70. Coming to regional plan, it is not a policy decision. It's a very, very sensitive issue. प्रत्येक मनशाक आपापलो दोगो सेंट्रल कमर्शियल जाय. केलें प्रॉब्लम, केलें ना प्रॉब्लम. सो दॅट इज वन थिंग. आय डोंट थिंक एक सिंगल सुद्दां मेजर पॉलिसी डिसिजन दिस गव्हर्मेंट हॅज फॉलन शॉर्ट. टू बी व्हेरी फ्रँक, एकूय ना. यू पॉयंट आउट, आय विल टेल यू. कमिंग बॅक टू द पॉयंट about Parsekar, this topic was on Parsekar, you cannot compare him to Mr. Manohar Parrikar. You are probably the greatest politician this land has seen because एका मनशाच्या नावार खंयच्या पॉलिटिकल पार्टी इलेक्शन केन्ना जिखुना. आय एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट मिस्टर बांदोडकर, ते बरो पयलींचो ते. ना मिस्टर Parsekar had big shoes to fill up, exactly like Mr. Siddharth. Both have filled up very well. But he reminds me of one more CM of one more state in India. I had a good fortune in February 13 of visiting that state. 1-to-1 with that CM. We were there almost for 4 or 5 minutes. He was very cool, calm, composed, confident Sarko sitting there. And Mr. Parsekar reminds me of that. Name of the other CM is Mr. Narendra Modi. You won't believe some government servants told me they were made to wait for half an hour for Mr. Parsekar. When Mr. Parsekar came, first he apologized. Sorry, you have to wait for half an hour. Waiting for CM for half an hour is nothing. Again, come to bureaucracy. It's functioning so well now. I remember this bureaucracy functioning like this with Mr. Parrikar and Mr. Pratap Singh Rane in his first innings. Thereafter, they were all up and down. But today, the bureaucracy is functioning so well. Or development.
But you are putting this government in distinction.
More than distinct.
More than
85%.
distinction. Okay, 85%. Taran Babu, you are smiling.
Let us take two first.
Okay.
Rohan Bab said welfare, you are insisting. I never got it properly. Welfare have been delivered. Welfare schemes.
No, what they have promised in the manifesto have been delivered.
1 minute.
It is not a matter of
पैसे
analysis.
दिनार ते.
1 minute.
Okay.
How they have delivered? They are robbing from the husband and giving to the wives.
अरे गव्हर्नमेंटाचो पैसो तो ट्रेजरी पैसो तो.
Please understand.
ट्रेजरीचो पैसो लोकांचो
Wait,
पैसो.
wait, wait. Let him complete. I'll complete
Let me,
you.
it is लोकांचा पैसो तोच तो. गोवा कडसून घेतात आणि बायलांक दितात. बायलांक खबर ना. हे कितें? गोवा आपले तापता घरा येवन. ही समजा तो कित्याक तापता हांगा पैसे मेळटा. This is one part. Secondly, about regional plan. He says it is a sensitive issue. I don't see any meaning in the regional plan with the investment
I agree
promotion
with
board.
this. I agree with
It will
this.
destroy Goa. What is the use of giving schemes if Goa is not going to, is going to be destroyed? What happens to our future generations? We will not have this Goa. We are having everywhere concrete jungles, lakhs and lakhs of square meters. It is the, and let me tell you, the bureaucracy is not running smoothly. This chief minister is not aware what is happening because dictations are coming from the defense minister. There is a finance minister, finance bureaucrat sitting down there who is informing the defense minister the position of the finance and clearing bills as per his instructions. So the question is that, one more thing about Rohan Bhatt, I want to tell him, he feels that I'm just making allegations. He was the man who asked on the floor of the House to have a House committee on the land grab case. That illegal building without an occupancy is being occupied in his constituency. And after the court determining that it is illegal, he has never raised his voice. So what should I think about it?
Okay.
No, I will go with this.
काहीतरी ही डिबेट जी असा
I'll take
ट्रोजन आणि रोहनाचेर चालल्या
Welcome to
आम्ही त्याच्यात जाय जाल्यार
I'm already having a minister in the cabinet.
जाय जाल्यार आम्ही ताजेरी डिबेट
High
करूया
Court-
The
point of discussion is-
the point is
डिबेट जी असा
the point
आम्ही
is
चालू केली
the point is he is saying that you are having a minister
Minister in the
cabinet.
cabinet.
High
High Court has
passed.
indicted you.
मग दोन
What are you talking about?
Even
दोन
if
मुद्द्याचेच आहे
दोन झाले कसे
दोन मुद्द्यांचेच आहे टेक सिद्धार्थ देनाल गो टू रोहन. पहिली गजाल हे आम्ही सदांच आयकतात की मनोहर पर्रीकर डिक्टेट्स मॅक्झिमम टर्म्स इवन नाव म्हणून when it comes to administration, where he said ki even finance department is still run by Manohar Parrikar. Second issue that he raised ki High Court has passed strictures against a senior cabinet minister and this government has not acted against that minister. Both points, yeah.
There is another avenue open. Let the law take its own course. ते सांगला म्हणून they are not
Then
Supreme
close
Court
down the
judges.
administration.
हो हांगा बसता तो
If
Supreme
law
Court
has to take
judges
its
नी.
course.
Let law take
हांव
its
सांगता
own
म्हणून?
course. Let law decide. Then we will see. ओके तो म्हणलो आणि हांव म्हणलो आणि ता म्हणलो आणि
Okay.
ताणे म्हणले म्हणून अशें जायना ते.
Okay, Ron, you agree with this?
पहिले म्हणल्यार टुडे द गव्हर्नमेंट हॅज ओव्हरटेकन मिडिया, ओव्हरटेकन जस्ट ज्युडिशरी एंड ओव्हरटेकन एवरीथिंग पॉसिबल इन द लँड ऑर द सॉयल ऑफ गोवा म्हणटा अशें. मिनिस्टर जेन्ना धरला हांवें हावजान हो इशू काडलो. हावजान फ्रांसीस डिसोजा kept mum for 5 minutes, did not talk. He did not even reply my answers. When he got grilled, House committee दिली ना, कांयच दिलें ना. We took the issue up. Assembly जो issue घेता पळय is supposed to be the main one of the pillars of democracy. The democracy pillar is fallen when the ruling is there. The deputy CM who is the revenue minister is not replying. Forget that. समज स्वताची इंटिग्रिटी अँड ट्रान्सपरन्सी हे उलयतात जाल्यार रिजायन जावनी मरे त्या मंत्र्यान. जो बीच क्लिनिंग स्कॅमाचो चार्ज आयलो तो ट्रोजनान बरो इशू घेतलो. He's got the answer to it. My biggest doubt with Trojan today is one. For us, the opposition is BJP. Yes or no? Today he's questioning me. He should be questioning the administration.
You are saying the minister should have resigned.
No, he should have questioned him, administration. He's taken it right till now. He has to go all
I'm
out.
questioning
As
and
far as
asking
as far as as far
you to be with us.
as as far as
I'm asking you
I
to
am
be
very
with us
clear.
to demand the
I am very
legislation.
clear on this. Every area writ petition आयले. Panchayat will do the needful. Everything. हाका occupancy ना. हाका
तुम्ही म्हणता ते
electricity.
minister should have resigned.
नाईक हाका occupancy ना, electricity ना, water permission ना, कांयच ना. दुकानां start जाली, हावजान मेळना.
तो म्हणटा हांव बरोबर येवपाक जाय.
आणि
आतां
ना,
हाची
सिद्धार्थ,
गरज
एक
पडली,
मिनिट.
तांचे
No,
णव
no,
जाणां
my
जाय.
issue is-
my point is you wanted the minister to resign or chief minister should have acted against the minister.
Acted against the minister. But before I finish this, Santosh Bab suddenly talked about this. I'm surprised that a person with financials and a very good chartered accountant of Goa is talking this. आज जी liabilities वाढल्या गोंयची from 6,870 कोटी 18,500 with other liabilities झाली. 64,000 per head loan आशिल्लो तो आज 1,10,000 रुपया जालो per head. And he says it is good.
म्हाका दिसता-
Okay.
म्हाका दिसता-
Bureaucracy.
I'll come to you.
Bureaucracy. When it comes to bureaucracy, the whole system has collapsed. I really don't know which bureaucracy and which government officer is talking about. You go into every department, whether it is his municipality, CCP, where he is trying to make a smart city, or you go to any topic of this, ask तुका ministers खंय काम करता. Industries minister गे, war minister गे, आमचं tourism minister गे, कितें चल्लां? काल आमी चोगम रोडार गेल्ले. मिनिस्टरान फुटपाथ केला. फुटपाथाक इतलें जालां ते चोगम रोड इज बीइंग ब्लॉक्ड टुडे.
एक गजाल म्हाका एक गजाल आय एम टेकिंग दिस रेफरन्स एंड आय एम कमिंग टू द फायनल पॉइंट. म्हाका एक गजाल सांगात when Manohar Parrikar resigned as the chief minister, there was a very golden opportunity with this government to reshuffle cabinet. Ultimately, a new chief minister can choose his own ministers. It was not done. तितली मेरेन एक कळिल्लें की बाबा हे परफॉर्मिंग मिनिस्टर्स हे नॉट परफॉर्मिंग मिनिस्टर्स हे तातूंत भितर तांचे कडेन यंग फेसीसय आशिल्ले. डू यू फील दॅट ती ऑपॉर्च्युनिटी घेवन द कॅबिनेट शुड हॅव बीन रिशफल्ड एंड देन पार्सेकर्स परफॉर्मन्स एज चीफ मिनिस्टर एंड एज गव्हर्नमेंट कुड हॅव बीन बेटर?
I'm just reply quickly to his point.
Yeah, quickly.
Liability वाढल्या म्हणून. but there are norms set by government of India. Beyond this, you cannot borrow.
Yeah.
So those norms have to be followed. Have been followed. Liability वर गेली, पूण infrastructure आयले, लोकांक बरो आधार मेळो, then there is no problem.
No,
Coming
no,
now-
I'll come to it. Capital borrowings are not used for capital expenditure.
No. एक मिनिट
It is going for revenue expenditure. So when the money taken for capital borrowings is used for salaries and other things, what are you talking about?
Rohan,
this?
No, I'll come to
There
you.
is a
It
borrowing
cannot be-
limit. Rohan, there is
Borrowing
a
limit,
set
borrowing
by the
limit
government.
is on
Borrowing
figures.
for what?
No.
On figures based, which are
borrowing
very
There is a
for
borrowing
borrowing.
limit
Rohan.
set by the government.
Okay, मागे एक गजाल सांगा. You answer my about cabinet should have been reshuffled when Parsekar got the opportunity,
See.
and young blood should have been infused in the cabinet.
Okay. Mr. Parsekar should have had a continuity. ताणे तेन्ना ते रिशफल केल्ले, the boat would have rocked very heavily. बरोबर न्ही?
मागीर
ताका
करपाचें?
काडलो, ताका- न्ही, मागीर कितें जाता की it become he had a very limited term, 2.5 वर्सां, hardly 2.25 वर्सां. So, and it was not his mandate. He is living on a mandate given to the earlier. Let me just finish in
Yeah.
half a minute. Now, when he becomes the chief minister, not if and when he becomes chief minister, now we can choose his ministers.
Okay. You believe that that government wasted an opportunity to reshuffle cabinet?
Yes, what Kekre Bab just now spoke,
Yeah.
he spoke more of a politician than a financial man. it is a leadership that should steer the ship when it is rocking, when it is sailing smooth with the whole garbage inside. It has no meaning.
It has no meaning. Okay. But last, Rohan, you feel that the opportunity was wasted to reshuffle cabinet when Parsekar took over?
It is their internal decision to do it.
No, but you feel so?
2017 will definitely show the results. What happened midway? Midway, Mr. Manohar Parrikar said कि he would be reshuffling. मागीर तांचे भितर कितें जालें आमकां खबर ना. It was stopped. Again, this opportunity came. They have not done it. Young faces have given a chance. I would at least see. आमी जे आता colleagues आमचे आसा young in the BJP. We have seen that they are knowing the subject. They have keen interest and they are new. So they would have definitely, we feel that they would have performed. But reshuffling is their decision. If they have
Correct.
not taken 2017 is
But
the
you
answer.
feel that the opportunity was wasted?
Wasted? They have lost it.
Okay, they
Not-
lost. See the final, you feel that young भुरगे जर भितर हाडिल्ले आणि एक balance हाडिल्लो because by then you knew who is performing, who is not performing. Or you will have to say that everybody is performing.
Running a state is not just appointing young guns. See, we are young. We know we are eager to do work. But to become a minister, you have to know how to do it. You have to have the skills of people management, system management. You need to understand the politics. You need to understand a lot of other issues. Only then you can become a good minister.
You feel it was the
Ani,
right decision not to
it is-
reshuffle.
A senior MLA than you says that your ministers don't function. A senior MLA than you.
Rajan Bab, you tell me, तुका दिसता की reshuffle जावपाक
the
जाय आशिल्लें काय जालना तें बरें आहा?
cabinet
Michael
is
said
the prerogative of the chief minister.
Senior
Correct.
than him,
No, no.
Chief minister has to choose his team. Chief minister chose the team that is what was already existing, and I think he's working fine with the team.
Yes,
Kekre Bab
it
has
is not an
said
opportunity
that he will
lost.
touch the team.
No, it is
the
not an
board would have
opportunity
rocked.
lost.
No, that happens anywhere.
Correct.
It
You
is not an
admit that,
opportunity
no?
lost.
I don't think it is
That is
opportunity lost. The governance is a continuous process. And Bharatiya Janata Partyची एक speciality असा, it is a teamwork with which we function. It is not that an individual functions as per his whims and fancies. It is the manifesto which is our Bible. That is kept
My
in front
God.
of us, and that is how we work. ताका मातशें jealousy आली.
You all desecrated the Bible. That is how
Rajan
I
Bab,
feel.
Rajan Bab,
तुका स्वप्ना पडटा राजन बाब.
बाबा, तुका
स्वप्नांतल्यान
राजन
उठ.
बाब, राजन बाब, मागे एक गजाल दिसता की हातूंतल्यान which at the age of 60 Parsekar is facing an election and he said that at 60 you need to utilize your experience to do something constructive.
And Parrikar advised people of 60 to
Okay.
retire.
मागे एकच गजाल दिसता to while summing this up that although you have given him good ratings,
85%.
even Rohan said he is better than the previous one where he has
I have not said
managed it
better
well.
than the previous one. I have said, तू मुझे तोड़तल्या उतरा कर.
Right.
I have said each one has his own style of functioning.
Yeah.
He is what we expected.
He has performed better than the
what we
expectation.
expected.
So I'll just take that आणि एक गजाल म्हाका दिसता की इलेक्शनाची वर्सा भितर मुख्यमंत्र्याची भूमिका खूप महत्वाची असता आणि त्याच बरोबर ओपोजिशनही टपून रावता की मुख्यमंत्री चुकचो म्हणून अशा टाईट रोपाचेर सद्याक लक्ष्मीकांत पार्सेकर आसा आणि डेट टू एट द एज ऑफ 60 केम हियर एनालायज दिस थँक्स अ लॉट पळयत रावत प्रुडंट नमस्कार.